Hey, my hunch is that there's some expressions or some words that need one of these signs on your mouth. Warning, trigger words. Do you have any? Do you have any terms or expressions or phrases that when people use them, it flares you up? I did. It was capital letters, ASAP. That used to turn me into a crazy guy. So, warning. Do you have trigger words or triggers expressions that are in the way of you for having healthy relationships with your loved ones and your family and your kid and your customers and clients, or somebody at the store, or when someone says no problem or no, don't worry, or whatever it is? My hunch is you have one. Well, if you do, today's the right show because we, Q Red Arrow, are picking you watching today to delete what's causing these trigger words. Wonder what's causing that, John? Wouldn't be little buggers, would it?
Not too sure, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, hello everybody. My name is Michael Losier. I'm part of the Emotion Code Bro Show every Saturday, 9 a.m. We're a number like 60 something, so we've done this for 60 Saturdays. We have covered many subjects and many more to come. And today, we want to work with you live. If you have any trigger words or expressions, or maybe it's just one little word that your husband or wife or children says that just flares you up. I know that you know that I know that you have one. Now, welcome. Good morning, John. Say hello to your friends out there watching today.
Hello, friends and family. Great to be here again, obviously. I'm from Vancouver, Canada, and I'm helping people all over the world with the emotion code and the body code as well. And yeah, love having some live viewers commenting. Let us know where you're from. And yeah, we're going to check in on the comments throughout the show today and pick 2 lucky volunteers.
So, John, if one of our friends that's watching, they're thinking, you know what, I'd like to volunteer. Well, we don't need to come on. You don't need to come on the video. It's going to be very easy. Tell people what they need to do to volunteer and what that process will be like. So, in case they're first-time watchers, go ahead.
All right, to volunteer, you need to volunteer in the comments. So just type out, yeah, that's me, need help. Simple as that. Yeah, you want help? We're here. Yeah, but you have to be watching live as well. So yeah. It has to be right now, not tomorrow. That's it.
And how severe is it? And what's the word or words or expression, and how severe of it? And by doing that, you're giving us permission to work on you. So we're going to have fun with that. So, John, before we get started, I'm going to make a quick little announcement. I do see lots of people watching live, so we're going to welcome them in a moment. So for those of you that are inside of the Facebook group at Michael Losier's Facebook Hangout room for Emotion Code, you have likely or maybe possibly have heard about my 8-week series. It's my 8-week series for Emotion Code Body Code practitioners, teaching them how to attract and retain and repeat ideal loyal customers and how they do that. Next week is the last week of the series, and I want to thank everybody that's been joining. I've been getting rave reviews, which is my style. It's my style. I insist on it. Yeah, I've been getting rave reviews. It's the last class. The last class is how to retain and how to get repeat business and referrals from your client base. So if you're an Emotion Code Body Code practitioner or a healer in that field, I want you to join me next week. It's going to be live on this Facebook page. There is a 12-page workbook we've been working along. You can see we've been taking lots of notes here for the last 8 weeks. And for those of you that missed it, I want to be selling it. If you're part of the Facebook group for next week, I'm going to give 75% off. I know it's so Walmart, but really, I'm going to give 75% off the 8-week course for my online school, and then 7 days later, I'm going to offer to the public for $139. So do the math. It's a pretty good deal.
A really good deal.
Okay, and as I'm continuing to help other people like you grow your emotion code practice and my own, John, you and I are live in a couple of weeks in beautiful Nanaimo, BC, and we're doing the 7 keys to the emotion code process. And we've got some of our viewers that live near there that are going to join us. And our goal is to go live at 3 o'clock Pacific, 12 noon Eastern on the 15th. in alignment to spreading the word of the emotion code. I want to share a quick little preview here. There we go. This was just released yesterday. These are two full half-page ads that are going into two health magazines on Canada's West Coast. It is the producer of the Vancouver Health Show, the Victoria Health Show. These are the largest health shows in Western Canada. Oops, I know that you know that that's me, but look what's exciting here. I'm doing a motion code presentation live in all three of these major cities. You know, when I went to see the producer, she had seen me doing a law of attraction seminar. She said, "Oh, you're good." And she said, "You'll fit really nicely because this is about mental health." So then I thought, yeah, but I really want to do a motion code, but I will do what she wants me to do, right? You know. So she lives in Victoria, or outside of Victoria. So I go to her office, and when I get there, poor thing's got a back problem.
Oh.
Yes, 2 magnets.
Magnet.
So she said, "Oh yes, I've got really severe back pain," and you know she's sitting in her chair, rocking back and forth. I said, "Well, you know what? Let me help." So 10 minutes after correcting her severe back problem, he said, "I think you should do a presentation on that at the expo." And you know what I said? "I think I should do 2, one on Saturday and one on Sunday." He said, "What a great idea." And I said, "Yeah, I know. I thought about it yesterday." So I had no idea how that was going to unfold, but it all did. Anyway, enough about me.
Huh.
I know. John, why don't you welcome a bunch of our friends this morning, please? Go ahead.
Hello, friends and family. Hello, Sig Brown. Good Saturday. Corrine Beach Murray. Good morning. Doug Collins. Hey, bros. Happy Saturday.
Hello,
Kelly
Colleen.
Carson. Good morning, bros.
Good. Kelly Carson's with us. Sheldon Foster. Good morning, Sheldon. Sylvie Bellini from the UK. Hello, gentlemen. Lovely sunny afternoon in London. Looking forward to a great show as usual. Rajesh is with us from Mumbai, India. Tweet Clevance. Hola. Hey. Hi from PA. And Joel Biscoff. That looks like, I was going to say, it looks like a new name. And you know what he wrote in the comments? First timer.
Welcome, Joel.
Sit back and relax, and you are going to be highly entertained and educated in the next 30 minutes as we welcome more people. John, let's welcome some more people. And remember, we're looking for you. What are your trigger words? What ticks you off? Don't be shy. Okay, what else, John?
Kelly Carson, Sunshine Coast, BC. We have Linda Buckner from San Diego saying hi. We have Diane Marie Barnella. Hello, bros. Glad to hear you from Knightdale, North Carolina. And Kelly May Glover. Good morning.
May, Deborah Spring, our friend from BC, is with us. Good morning, Deborah Spring. And Bonnieville, Alberta. I'm sure that's pretty close to Calgary. Well, it's closer to Calgary than it is Victoria, so we'll see what the health show. Cass, hey. It is Cass McCrae.
Hello from planet Earth.
Yes, Nova Scotia, Canada. Okay, we are still looking. We are looking for you with your trigger words. Don Boehm, watching from St. Charles, Illinois.
Alan Davidston. Hello from a place near Pittsburgh.
Okay, Sylvie Bellini's chiming in. Oh, by the way, that's a very auditory word. Somebody says they're chiming in because of the chimes. So let's write some names down here. So we've got Sylvia. I'll write her name down. In a minute. Yeah, we wrote that down, Sylvia. Thank you.
Leslie Marshall. Good morning from Oregon. Hey, Leslie.
Joelle showed me how to pronounce their name perfectly.
Joelle, first timer. Trigger word is
Henrietta Tapia. So excited to learn from you too. Thank you. We love having you here. When did you read Wendy Matthews?
I see. Hello,
Our trigger one
bros.
is, I didn't say that when they did say it. Hopefully, if we work on you today, you'll be able to um, notice a difference. Okay, Doug Collins is giving me a shout out. He's talking about the 8-week training. It's great for anyone in business, not just for emotion code practitioners. I've watched all 7 so far. That's great. Leslie Marshall says, when someone says do not touch, I have to touch.
Heather Fisher. Relax.
Why don't you write? I can do Heather because I've worked with her before, so that'll be a quick. Have you worked with Leslie before?
On the bro
One
show,
of
I'm
us
not too
has.
sure. 62, I not. Trigger, Doug Collins says, trigger word for me is when people give up on themselves, when they say, it did not work for me.
Actually, I don't like hearing that either. That's a trigger for me.
I can relate, yeah.
And I know it's hard for some clients to explain that, right? I send them an email, say, hey, give me an update. And I say, well, I'm not really having any changes. And then halfway through the email, and they said, I'm feeling lighter and less stressed lately. And it's like, well, then why did you open up with that? So um, I'm going to work on that.
Yeah,
How
less
do you do
stress
this?
is a big deal.
Relax. Okay, John, we're going to do a quick little 7 keys without the official 7 keys, but we're just going to have a little conversation, talk about the process. John and I are both certified emotion code practitioners from the lovely and talented, cue the book, Dr. Bradley Nelson. It's a big, thick book, mostly stories and success stories and the process. And John and I are both certified practitioners. We have active, lively, successful emotion code businesses, John with the body code, of course. And we become people's proxies. That means we can do this for you on your behalf, so you don't have to go to take the training and do all the practicing. We can do that for you. And that service is called a proxy. We become your proxy. And the best news about us proxies, John, is where could people be when we're proxying in them?
Anywhere on planet Earth.
That's right. Anywhere on planet Earth. Or in an airplane. They
Yep,
could be in an airplane.
we've done that.
Have you?
We
Oh, we
have,
did do
yeah, we
that with
worked on
Deb.
someone.
With Deb. So
Yeah.
it should say anywhere in planet Earth and in the air of planet
Yeah,
Earth.
yeah.
We could be the first practitioners to try to work with somebody when they go to Mars.
Why not? Distance is not a barrier.
Yeah. Our point is, you could be sitting across from me at Cora's restaurant, getting an emotion code session, and I don't have to touch you. Or you could be in anywhere on planet Earth, including Mars when that happens, and we still don't need to touch you. You see, we're all connected, and we'll be connected to you becoming your proxy. And as the proxy, we want to do the work. So we're going to say subconscious mind. Tell us about the subconscious mind, John.
It is much more powerful than the conscious mind, and it is essentially a supercomputer that remembers everything, categorizes everything that you've done in your entire life. So we communicate with the subconscious mind in order to find these past imbalances and trapped emotions that are triggering you and setting you off or creating pain.
And we do that because the subconscious mind is, frankly, the smarty pants. It knows everything. Okay, smarty pants, if you know everything, then tell Michael or John, who's going to be asking questions, why it is that the expression relax me off. Why is that? Now, there is a challenge in asking the question, John, because we have to ask what kind of question.
It's a yes or no response type question.
So we have to be skilled to say, how can I get the answer that I'm looking for without saying, what's your favorite color or why? It doesn't answer, look at me. doesn't answer why questions. So we have to know how to ask the question. So we're going to use a chart that's behind us. There's 60 trapped emotions. We're going to scan the chart and find out which one of those negative, unprocessed emotion. John, what's a trapped emotion?
Trapped emotion is an unprocessed emotion from a past negative event. It's about the size of your fist or a little bit larger, size of a cantaloupe, and it's stuck somewhere in your body. And it's like it acts as a double-edged sword in that it affects you physically and creates pain rattling around, in your neck, and it affects you mentally and affects your perception and can cause you to snap, make those snap comments, triggers.
That's right. So we're going to find what they are, and then we're going to, and the way we find is we use muscle testing, which is a little technique that many people use. You can use a pendulum or you can use muscle testing. It's an agreement that you have with your body. When I'm scanning the list, bring to my attention when it's a yes and when it's a no. Lock fingers for me is a yes, let it go if it's a no. So I would keep doing this and waiting for the no or for the yes. So we're not guessing and we're not getting a gut feeling. We're not getting a whisper. Yeah, that's the one. No, we know. It's a solid yes or no. And then when we find it, John, cue the M. Cue the magnet. When we find this trapped emotion the size of the baseball, which is
a magnet
within you.
The magnet right there too.
That's right. We're going to take any kind of magnet, a household magnet, a bracelet magnet, a fridge magnet, and John, demonstrate what they'll see us do when we find that negative trapped emotion, please.
Absolutely. So when we identify that trapped emotion, that means it's come to the surface and it's ready to be cleared. So that's the one. So we get one emotion at a time. And we take the magnet and we swipe it over the governing meridian. So the governing meridian runs from your lip all the way down to your tailbone. And so that magnet basically deletes that trapped emotion. So it gets surfaced, and then the magnet basically clears it out, deletes it. And so our intention is amplified by the magnet, and it goes through the governing meridian, through the whole body, just to let it go.
Okay. Today, ladies and gentlemen, that was a shuffle of the 7 keys. But you got it. You don't need to understand it. You don't even need to like it, and you don't even need to believe it. We can still make it work for you. So here's what's going to go down, John. We're going to go say hello to some more friends. Well, I'm going to start working on Heather. She sent me a private note about the word relax. I need some help. We're going to fix that up for her. So John, I'm going to start the process, and then while I'm doing that, feel free to read out some comments. So, we forgot to say all of this can work if we get the right fuel, and it is
water. Drink lots of water. Helps with the muscle testing, helps with the clearing, conductivity of muscle testing. Yeah.
I'm just going to start the process now. I've got magnets in my hand ready. I've taken lots of water. I'm just going to talk to my own subconscious mind that knows the subconscious mind, and say, do I have enough water? I do. Do I need more? I don't. So I'm ready to go. I'm just going to connect in with Heather. It's a reconnection, so we'll probably connect. There we go. Am I Michael? Let it go if it's a no. Am I Heather? I am. What is the severity of the trigger that ticks me off, agitates me, and causes negative energy whenever someone tells me to relax? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being pretty severe, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? It's a 10 out of 10. It's my hot button, being told to relax. How many trapped emotions are lodged within me from past negative experiences that are shaping this experience for me to get ticked off and agitated and angry when someone says to relax? How many trapped emotions is it? There's one. One. I love that. Now I got to find it. So instead of saying the whole chart, I'm going to cut it in half. Is it in column A or B? Okay, just cut the chart in half. So it's in column B. It's row 3. It's 3-2. It's defensiveness. Oh, really? Oh, I need to find out when it happened, though. Was I under 30? Was I under 20? Was I under 10? Was I over 10? Was I under 10? Was I under 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4? I think we got a prenatal. 3, 2, 1. Was it prenatal? Was I over the age of 1? No. Was I under the age of 1? Yes. Was I in my mother's womb? I was. So when I was in my mother's womb, I picked up the emotion of defensiveness. John, can you talk about that? And I'm just going to get rid of it.
So the emotion, talk about defensiveness or
Yeah, no,
prenatal.
prenatal. Yeah, that could be a new term for people.
Right. Yeah. So there's different types of trapped emotions. So prenatal is one of the types, and so that means that you picked that up in the womb, likely from your mom, maybe dad, maybe a sibling. Basically, you took that on, you absorbed it before you were born, so it's been with you your whole life, sort of on the defensive. And so, great one to clear. Other types would be inherited. So that's different in that it came uh, prior to conception. So either your parents had that, passed it on to you, or grandparents, 20 generations back, something traumatic
Back.
passed down the line. Yeah.
Okay, so am I Heather? Am I Michael? I'm still Heather. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being severe, before today's session, what was the severity of my trigger, my rejection, my negative reaction, my disdain for the expression relax? Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? And now, what is my negative reaction to the word relax? Is it 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0? I'm just going to disconnect from Heather.
That was quick.
I knew it was going to be. Well, I shouldn't say new, but I've been doing this and been having success with it. And that's why I wanted to do it on today's show. And sometimes it's just one trapped emotion. Hers was old. So if we asked Heather when she was a little girl in school, did that throw off then too? Like, the chances of it being with her whole life experience is pretty high because it was prenatal. So, oh yes, even when I was a little girl, Bob, people always go back and say that's been my issue my whole life or whatever that might be. So, Heather, you can hold your head up high and you can relax all you want. Tell me to relax all you want. We're going to hear back from her because she is a loyal viewer. John, have you chosen someone to work with?
I have, yeah. Top fan, Kelly May Glover. I will believe it when I see it.
Yeah,
Severity 10.
I will.
So I'll get started with Kelly May Glover right now, and lots of new comments there.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to take some comments. Jude, good morning, Jude. I think Jude might be first timer. I love hers. You're so sensitive. I can see that could piss somebody off. You're so sensitive. Velvet Womack, I think I'm in the live event. Yes, you are. And welcome, Velvete. Seema Chandler, how many times do we need to do it? Once. Once. I did it with her once. That won't trigger again. Oh, Peter Scott Stringham, he doesn't, his is the word wrong. Wrong! And a lot has to do with the tone. Wrong! Wrong again! Wrong! Let me know when you want to pipe in, Scott.
Yeah, connecting up to Kelly May Glover right now. Okay. Focus.
Peter, because I worked with Peter before, I'm going to connect with Peter right now while you're doing that.
Simultaneous? Okay, so severity of this is a 10. I believe it when I see it. Yeah. So trapped emotion triggering this. Yeah. Be even. So 2, 4, 6. Frustration. A little frustration there. Okay, let's clear that. Clear frustration. Okay, it's cleared. Yeah, so another trapped emotion. Yeah.
Hey, Peter, I just cleared your reaction to the word wrong. And there was one trapped emotion, and it was failure.
Betrayal.
reading Deb Springs. This is fun. I'd say, I knew it would be fun. Trust me, is Deborah Springs. Trust me.
Yeah, that's common. People say that a lot.
Joel rather, is saying, how about when you have to go way back to like attract emotion from a grandfather, how do you get to that point? Well, through muscle testing. If you're going through the chart and it says, oh, that's failure, but it's not mine. Is it my mom's or my dad's? No, it's not my mom's. It's not my, is it a grandfather? Oh, which one? Is it one generation ago, three, four, five, six? Oh, it's 8 generations ago, father. I found it. Yes, it was Can I let it go? Yes, and then you delete it. You swipe 10 times. So you have to go down the trail there to find out which grandfather it was or grandmother.
Yeah, what usually happens there with the muscle testing is so you go to B2 and you go through all of them and you get no's to all of them, then you'd ask, okay, so is it inherited? So that would be the questioning. And then you go through the list again, maybe get inherited failure, mom, dad, then you can find the lineage.
I ask some of the people say, how come they don't hear us do that? Because sometimes we're asking silently, I would say, oh, it's failures. Is it mine? So I don't have to ask anymore, right? I don't say it out loud. Is it mine? But that's part of my questioning.
Yeah.
Teresa Giroux says, my son says, you're so negative. Yeah, that could push a button or two, couldn't it, Therese? Seema Chandler, it's her first time, or her first time. Deborah Springs trigger, we heard that. Velvete, you do too much. Kelly Carson says, my mother calls me babe. It sets me off if anyone calls me babe. Oh, well. It's funny to hear people's. Hey, well, I told them what mine was. Mine was ASAP. I'm going to work with Kelly Carson because I've worked with her before. I can connect with her.
Don't work on Kelly McGlover here. Started at a 10. Now I'm at a 9. Okay,
Yeah, so Kelly Carson's subconscious mind saying her severity of getting ticked off, set her off, babe, is 8, 9, 10. How many trapped emotions are causing this? 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's rejection. Do I need to know more? No, it's rejection. Is there inherited rejection? Is there a hidden one? No, I've deleted that. Okay, now I'm going to retest the severity of her reaction to the word babe. Okay, I'm checking that on Kelly Carson. Before today's session, what was the severity that the word babe, or everyone calling me babe, just set me off, including my own mother? Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? And now it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Do I care about the word babe? I don't. Do I care if anybody calls me that? I don't. Is it endearing? It is. Is this 100% opposite than what I felt a minute ago? It is. Okay, just going to disconnect. There, Kelly Carson. I won't call it to you, but you keep your notes. You keep us updated. Valvetti's asking me, why are you doing 10 times instead of 3? Because I'm doing other stuff in addition to that. So traditionally it's 3 swipes, but sometimes I just follow my intuition. It's just like, no, just go more. I always do 3. It takes too much effort to count. This is a robot, so I'm checking mail and I'm looking at the chart. I'm like, 1, 3. So I just swipe. So I acknowledge the question. And sometimes when I'm finding, I'm doing other stuff. I'm housekeeping.
It's just autopilot, that arm, right?
It is. I don't really count. And sometimes when it's grandparent, not sometimes grandparents or parents is 10, then I really don't count. That's way too much. 1, 2, she's like, and I'm just checking other stuff, and I'm assuming there's 10, getting rid of 10. If I didn't get rid of it, the 10's like the norm. If I go to test again, I said, no, you didn't get rid of it. You didn't clean up enough.
Yeah.
Good question.
I've had people count, like doing a video call. Well, how come you only did 9 on that one? It's like, I don't know. I didn't count. Maybe that's the digital. Is that a digital?
Oh, yes, they're counting score. Yeah.
Yeah.
The digitals are the ones that we say, okay, today we're going to cover about 12 things, and you cover 11. You said we were going to cover 12. Digital. Okay, okay. Alan Davidson. So Alan Davidson's auditory, we had that conversation on here before. So here's his, sometimes when they say wrong, like the game show sound. Wrong. So it's not just the word, it's wrong. Yeah, John and I are having fun here today, and we're looking forward to meeting some of you in September 15th in Nanaimo, BC. Ideally, all of you will arrange, if you're an emotion code, body code practitioner, or you're even in business, this is the 12-page booklet. Yeah, 12-page workbook that is going along with the course. See all the notes we've been taking. The last class is online for 7 days. So I would do a class for a week, keep it live, take it down to the next class. We've been doing that for 8 weeks. So the very last one, and the last one is there about law of attraction. How to allow, first, how to use law of attraction to request more clients, but how do you allow? And then next week, we're covering it off with how to retain, get repeat clients, get referrals, how you can do that with your practice. And then I'm selling the whole 8-class online for an irresistible, crazy discount. Walmart, I've been rolled back a discount. That's all my announcements. I'm going to do another check. John, I'll check in with you if you have anything to share or say about your session there.
Yeah, we're still working on Kelly Make Lover here. And she said she was hoping it would be only one emotion clearing. Winky face. I was hoping that too. Still going. Okay. I think it took 5 emotions to get it from a 10 to a 9.
Sheldon says one of his trigger words is when people say, I know. I think that agitates me a bit too.
Yeah.
Kelly's going to see her mother on Monday, so we'll figure out how that's going to be. Don't tell your mother either. Like, don't tell her not to say it or say it. So just have it happen naturally. Yeah, I'm not the boss of you, Kelly, but. So next week, we got a show topic for you. John, I have it right in front of me, or are you still in your session?
Yeah, I'm still in my session, yeah.
Okay, I'll let you carry on. Next week, John and I are back, and next week's topic is tics and habits. Do you have any of those? Tics and habits. I can't even give you examples. I know a lot of people have them. Tell us right now today, we're going to let John finish up here. Tell us what some tics or habits that maybe next week would be a good subject for you. What's a tic or a habit that you have? Well, I have this little thing, I shave in the shower, and I make fun of myself for doing it, but I take my shaving foam can, and I always have to rinse the little spout part because it has yesterday's foam on it, like as if it's going to make a difference. But in my head, and then sometimes I say, today I'm not going to rinse the cap of the shaving cream. No, just for a quickie. And then I look at it like, really, did it make, it was foam. Was going to plug it up? It's so crazy. But now I'm having fun thinking about how silly it is.
Okay, I got a 0.
Yay, we got a 0. Okay. John, can you tell people what to expect when they book a session with us? Like right from online to when this session happens. Can you walk us through that, please?
So from your computer or phone, you can go to our websites. We've got the links posted here in the comments here. I'll post it in the comments as well. And we have online scheduling. So go to scheduling and it links up to PayPal. So find a time zone and it's really, really easy. And we can have it over the phone or an email session or a video session. We have a session and then afterwards you feel like you've been dipped in bliss. And that's it. Done.
Yeah, nice and easy. You can be sitting down anywhere. You can be in your car. You could be on the bus.
Yeah, FaceTime in the car.
Have a video conversation with us. Good. Well, I had a good show today, John. We're 9:40, so I think we did a good job today. We served lots of people today, and like always, they're going to be pretty good in giving us an update. I'm just reading ticks now. Barbara Rowan says, I have a habit of biting my nails and skin around them. So Barbara, I used to be a nail biter too. Barbara, why don't you find out what the prenatal trapped emotions are that are causing that? In my experience, working with people that are nail biters, there seems to be lots of prenatal trapped emotions around that. I don't know. Is it a pattern? Yeah, it's a pattern when I do it. Deborah Spring, I don't know. She shrugs her shoulders a lot. Just, just shrugging. Sig Brown says she has a habit of watching us. We're going to hold on to that habit, Sig Brown. Okay. Again, thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next week when we're talking about tips, ticks, and habits. John and I will go out and answer some of your questions, or if you need to ask us a question out there, that's a perfect way to get a hold of us. John, thanks for hanging out today. We'll see you next week on the Emotion Code Bros Show. See you later, everybody.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.